I'm Lindsay Tuckman live in Atlanta, and this is your evening debrief. We begin first with a developing story out of Southern California, where at least 10 people are dead and another 10 injured after a shooter walked into a ballroom dance studio in Monterey Park and went on a shooting spree. It happened late last night during Lunar New Year celebrations in the predominantly Asian community. Authorities say the suspect then may have tried to target a second dance hall in nearby Alhambra. But people were able to wrestle the weapon away from him before he took off, police say. A massive search has been underway all day to find this man, who police believe is behind it all. The search led them to the suburb of Torrance, where a man believed to be the suspect holed himself up in a white cargo van. National correspondent James Packard joins us now live from Monterey Park with the latest on the search. Hey there, James.
Hey, Lindsay, it has been a somber mood out here all day today. A swarm of media and police officers that have closed off several city blocks here in Monterey Park surrounding that dance studio where you mentioned 10 people were killed last night, at least another 10 injured when someone walked in and opened fire. We are still waiting for specific confirmation from law enforcement about who that person was and the specific connection to that other incident you mentioned in Alhambra, just north of where I am. That incident happened about 20 minutes after the shooting here in Monterey Park last night, and it is from that incident that we got those images of the person they were searching for, the description of the car he was driving, and that led them to that van in Torrance, south of the city of Los Angeles, where there was some kind of standoff. The law enforcement officers there on the ground heard a gunshot, and several law enforcement sources have told several media outlets here in Los Angeles that that person is now dead. The person seen inside that van wearing the same clothing that was seen in those images that they released after that person was leaving that dance studio in Alhambra. We are waiting again for specific confirmation of those details from law enforcement officials. We expect we will get that at the bottom of the hour, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. There's going to be another news conference here in Monterey Park with the investigators who are looking into this incident. In the meantime, though, there is a massive community response here back at the site in Monterey Park. We've been watching people who have been living in this community for years come out and just look, just gaze at the swarm of media, at all of the police officers here, at the destruction, really, of what was supposed to be infrastructure for a second day of the Lunar New Year festivals here in Monterey Park. And now those tents are being taken down because the parade is canceled, because all the festivities are canceled due to this horrible, horrible shooting here in Monterey Park. I spoke to a woman who came out with members of her church to offer some peace, she said, to offer a presence and pray with people who needed a listening ear. Her name is Anne. She lives not far from here. She actually lives in Alhambra, where that second incident happened, and thankfully no one was killed. But she was stunned to learn of a shooting of this magnitude in her own backyard.
This is unfortunately becoming more real, and I think when I woke up, I was shocked how close to home it was, because I hear all these things everywhere. I think it just makes me want people in other places to keep praying for our communities, to pray for the Asian community, the Asian American community in particular. I think there's been a lot of pain over these years.
And I'll just tell you personally, too, Lindsay, this is also my backyard. I live right next door to Alhambra. My gym is about a block from here. And it is just devastating when you realize that you never think it's going to happen in your own neighborhood, in your own backyard. And here we are standing here today, 10 people dead, another 10 injured, and hopefully this manhunt having concluded. But we'll get those details hopefully here shortly at the bottom of the hour.
It just keeps on happening and happening and happening. It's really horrible. National correspondent James Packard live in Monterey Park there in California with us. Thank you, James. Stay with us while we await that news conference you mentioned.